Welcome to Microwave Candle Crafts with Deschutes Public Library. My name is Roxanne. During today's program, I'll explain how to make your own candles at home. No experience is necessary, and I recommend this program for hobbyists and beginning candle makers. To get started, choose an area that is free of food, but in close proximity to a microwave. Prep your workspace. Protect your surfaces by covering them in newspaper, paper bags, or the like. Then, arrange your supplies in such a way as to avoid having to move the candles after you've poured the wax. For this project, you will need the items included in your program kit: soy wax flakes, 4-ounce metal candle tins, wicks, wick stickers, wax color dye, warning labels, popsicle sticks to be used as wick guards, a gallon-sized storage bag, and alcohol swabs for easy cleanup. There are enough supplies to make 2 candles. In addition to the supplies included in the kit, you will need a microwave-safe pouring container for liquids, pot holder, non-food related stirring utensils, scissors for cutting the wick, and paper towels for cleanup. I recommend using a digital scale and thermometer if you choose to move forward with your candle making endeavors. Now that everything is ready, let's make our candles. Prep your containers. Begin by rinsing or wiping down your metal candle tins using a wet cloth or a paper towel so they are free of dust and debris. Always use heat-resistant containers designed for use in candle making. It might be tempting to use any old container or upcycle old containers, and that can be extremely dangerous. Most candles burn at a sustained temperature of more than 1500 degrees Fahrenheit. This will heat the surrounding container. Unsuitable containers run the risk of expanding when they warm up and potentially bursting. Avoid using materials that cannot accommodate thermal fluctuation, such as, but not limited to, plastic, wood, or natural containers like coconut and walnut shells, or untempered glass. Now, add a dual-sided wick sticker to the metal base of your candle wick. Then, add the wick to the center of your candle tin. Add your wick guard, or popsicle sticks, and set your candle container aside. We'll come back to it. Take your bag of wax soy flakes and pour half, or roughly 8 ounces, into your microwave-safe container. Here, I've opted to eyeball and scoop, but rest assured, there are formulas available online via suppliers, as well as in books, if you prefer exacting measurements and enjoy using digital scales. Place saran wrap or your gallon storage bag over the top of your microwave-safe container to protect your microwave. Place your container in the microwave and begin heating for short bursts. If this is your first time, try 15 to 30 second increments. Stop and stir as you go until all the wax is melted. Your kit did not include fragrance oil due to the complications posed by leaks, flashpoint, and transportation. In future, keep in mind, fragrance can be added once your wax is melted and you have reached the manufacturer's recommended flashpoint, generally under 55 degrees Celsius, or between 55 and 80 degrees Celsius, or over 80 degrees Celsius. The flash point of candle fragrance oil is the temperature at which point it becomes combustible if exposed to a spark or flame. Flash point can also influence scent, and this is why it's super handy to have a thermometer on hand. Be sure to use only candle-safe fragrances and oils in candle making. Less is more when it comes to color. Avoid my mistake and break your wax dye block in half, and then in half again before adding it to your melted candle wax. Now stir. When it comes to adding color to candle wax, be sure to use materials that are specifically labeled for use in candles. In big box and craft stores, I look for item packaging that states something along the lines of "for use in candles," or I purchase goods from reputable candle making supply websites. Safety first, so if you have doubts, it's best to avoid that ingredient. Toward that end, do not use pigment-based colors for your candles, such as, but not limited to, crayons or mica powder for soap making. Regardless of what Pinterest or 5-Minute Crafts would have you believe, pigment-based colors are generally inorganic and insoluble, and thus not suitable because they will clog up your candle wick and negatively impact the burn. Instead, use dyes designed for candle making. These organic compounds are soluble, which means they dissolve and properly blend into the wax. Candle making dyes come in liquid or block form and should be labeled as appropriate for use in candle making. I prefer liquid dye because my block form dyed candles tend to come out a bit swirly. I never stir for long enough. End your pour about 1/4 of an inch from the top of the container. Personally, I prefer about 1/3 of an inch. Add your wick guards or your popsicle sticks if you have not done so already, and allow your candle to cool overnight. Clean your microwave-safe pouring container using paper towels and rubbing alcohol while the wax is still warm. Once your candles have cooled, you can remove the wick guards or popsicle sticks. Trim your wick to 1/4 an inch. Then, place the lid on your metal container and add a warning label to the bottom. Follow these same steps to create your second candle. Then, allow both candles to cure for 48 to 72 hours before lighting them. For more candle making inspiration, try Practical Candle Making by Gloria Nickel, Beeswax Alchemy by Petra Unert, and Basic Candle Making by Eric Ebling.
Well, that's all the time we have for microwave candle crafts. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the candles you made.